What is going on, everybody? It's MrAeroHD here, back again with another episode of my ESDA breakdown, whatever. So if you guys don't know, I do a drift series called eSports Drift. It's, in my mind, the highest level of drifting in Forza. And I was invited to the World event. So the World event was, they took the top 40 guys from points from last year and said, hey, we'll take the top 16 who qualify, and we'll do a dumb elimination bracket to figure out who is like the ultimate champion. So I was like, sick, that sounds good. I'll go qualify. Differences going into this one compared to Lime Rock. One, I had a lot of help on the tune from Minty, XE Minty Fresh, old friend of mine, and one of the probably better drifters that I know. He also won last year's ESDA and he judged this year. So he's like, hey, I see you're struggling. I think I can help you. Let me make a setup. And I took that setup and then I adjusted a little bit, not too much to be honest. And I was like, holy shit, this is way better. So that's what I went and did. Two, I have my buddy Ian, MrAeroHD. Unfortunately, he wasn't helping me a lot, but he was helping me over the course of like a day or two, just kind of nail my runs, try to find some marks on the track, and it was going to be helping me going forward. So thank you so much, Ian and Dead Zone Racing, for the like almost coaching service that you guys are providing. That's awesome. I can't be more than thankful. I'm way more than thankful. And you're gonna see here. So I'm gonna show you guys my qualifying runs. First and foremost, sorry, I'm going to show you a run that I'm capable of doing. So this one is a run that I did in practice, and I stopped and recorded it. Just go, if I qualify like shit, at least I know that I'm capable of doing this. So this is a run that I can do. So that's the run that I can do, and after a little bit of practice, this is the runs that I did. So this first run here, I'll tell you the score when we're done. I have them up here. And then I'll tell you ultimately where I qualified. So they were only taking 16, and there was 40 of us qualifying. And obviously it's the 40 best from last year. So I had to basically put down two of the best runs that I possibly could. I'm just trying to see how much I got here. Okay, I know how much this run is. So here we go. I got my little handy dandy cursor here. Make sure that pause is good. Okay, let's go. 50 roll ends right here. Yep, there I go, a little bit late. Now, this was my scheisse. Back. This was my initiation point. I wanted to make sure my right side tires were riding this basically. So you can see I initiate a little bit too early. I was having problems with this on this particular day. I don't know why I was driving like shit when I did qualifying, but like, I don't know if I didn't sleep or I didn't, because I, didn't eat or something, because I basically woke up and did it. I could have put in a little bit more practice. I put in about an hour of practice before I started. So I could have done way better, but, we'll get into that more specifically in a minute here. But yeah, I was a little bit too far on the inside here. You don't have to not touch this rumble, but for me, it didn't really help. And I definitely hit it a bit too much. So this was another not good. Good angle here, but I straightened out. I washed out a little bit. I kind of like lost confidence right here that my angle would be enough and I'd have enough speed to push me out wide. And you can see me just kind of straighten out and then catch rumble strip. So hitting the rumble strip's not essentially a bad thing, but because I didn't keep the angle, I basically shit the bed, and I'm right on the rumble strip. Like, if anything, I'm dropping a tire right now. And you want to stay tight on the left here, as you guys saw in that thing. But at this point, basically, my mentality is, fuck, I fucked it. I might as well just turn around and start again. So, my turn 2 is nothing special. I get this outer zone good, and then I miss this one completely. So I have another mark here. You can kind of see where the curbing ends. There's a black mark here. That's where I want my rear tires to be. Obviously, nowhere near that. Just super shallow. I got a tire on this little green thing here, like not here, but like the thing behind the rumble strip. And then I come out to this wall with like way too much momentum, basically just a shit run, which ended up being a 68. So that's a decent run for how poor that was. But, you know, that wasn't the higher scoring run of my 2 runs. So my coach comes on. I say he's my coach. He's my personal friend. Ian comes on like, hey, dude, shake it off. You know you can do better. And just try to come out this run with a little bit more confidence. And I was like, okie dokes, boss man. Easier said than done, obviously. But second run here, let me skip ahead. You guys know what the 50 roll is. So, as you can see, I'm a little bit better on that initiation point, but still a little bit too much to the left this time. Entered better, but because I was a little bit too far to the left, I curb again. And this time, like you can see, like I can't see, obviously I can't turn the camera and see, but I'm sure that was almost a tire drop on the dirt, if not a tire drop on the dirt. It's funny because I never actually noticed that while doing it. But here, the difference is, I go, all right, fuck turn 1, you can do turn 2 and turn 3 good. So I didn't really get as far left here as I wanted. Big flick here. Try to just pour on some speed. Also, actually, this runs a lot worse than I remember. A little bit of a hesitation here, and I'm on curb, which is not good. That's good. And I'm in a way better position for turn 3. Still a little bit too far to the right, but I'm in a way better position for turn 3. And then just smooth angle all the way out. So, again, I thought that run was a lot better than it actually ended up being. That one was a 73. And that would be my high score. Unfortunately, to get into the show, TUS Anthem was the lowest qualifying driver who made it, with a 78. So really, I needed a 79 or higher because there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people tied with a 78. Really depressing that I didn't make it, and I was really wanting to make Worlds. But some good things came out of it. One, I knew that it was my mental game, not so much my actual physical like skill. I knew that I could pull it off. I just need to like work on my mental game, which gives me something to work on for Long Beach. 2, I ended up commentating this round, and it was a whole lot of fun. If the video's out, I'll link it in the description. If not, you can go to official_esports_drift on Twitch, and you can go ahead and watch the VOD there. Whole lot of fun. Me and Tom commentated, and we killed it. I think we did a really good job. And another thing is I have a whole new setup for the Jag, so I was really unsure of whether I was gonna run this car in comp, and I was like, maybe I just go to like a GTR or like a S13 or something that's like a bit more of a proven chassis. So then now I'm just like, you know what, the car is there. I know I've said this 100 times, but like this time I know for a fact the car is there, and I know I have the skill and I have the talent. I just have to put everything together for qualifying, because I think once we get into battles, that's where I'm gonna really come into my own. It's really just qualifying that I have a lot of problems and I'm really struggling. And unfortunately, the only thing I need to do is practice. I ended up doing a smaller event. It was a street style event where it's street tires and like 500 horsepower. Unfortunately, I don't have the mod for that. But I ended up doing really well there, and I qualified well, and I finished 5th out of 32, which was good. I think more so because like my mental game was better for qualifying. So it's something I have to work on. I kind of have to try to take some pressure off myself or find some way to bring down the anxiety in qualifying. But other than that, I never thought I'd be at this point, and I still made, you know, top 32 last year, and I qualified 30th, so I still qualified in the top 32. You know, I beat some pretty big names here on this list, and at least I didn't get a 0. I know where I made my mistakes again, and Long Beach is going to be really difficult because Long Beach is not a track that I'm really good at, but it just gives me something to work on. So thank you guys very much for watching. I appreciate it. Again, follow me on all the good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Peace.